97 for their 19th victory of the season. Tonight's officials: Scott Foster, James Capers, Tommy Nunez Jr. Milwaukee starts the game on offense. The Bucks, after tonight's game, will have played 8 more road games than home games. They're going back home for a 4-game homestand after this, but the road has not been a friendly place for them this year. They're just 6 of 22 on the road, and a steal by Barea gets Dallas on the board first. Dallas did a good job of digging in on Bogut that time, knocking it away, coming up with the steal. And Eddie Jones is officially credited with the steal, the 1,611th of his NBA career, closing in on the top 20. Barea gets the basket off the turnover. And now Milwaukee has it. They turn it over an average of 15 times a game. Bogut misses the shot. And Eric Dampier, he traveled.
Yeah, had good inside position that time. Just shuffled the feet a little bit on his way up for that shot.
Damp had 6 points and 6 rebounds in 32 minutes against Orlando Monday. You see Milwaukee's poor road record we were talking about a moment ago at 6 and 22. They're above 500 at home, 13 and 8 at home. Mo Williams had 32 last night against the Grizzlies. Had a double-double against Dallas when these teams met in November. 19 points, 10 assists, and he scores Milwaukee's first points tonight.
And he was a guy that they thought would really be able to up-tempo this thing. They really wanted to score a lot of points. They came into the season really trying to be up-tempo, run-and-gun type team. But with some of the injuries and the way things have worked out, it hasn't happened. They're only averaging about 88 points a game.
Tied for 26 in the league in scoring. And Villanueva slaps it out of bounds after the missed shot by Josh Howard. The injury update for the Bucks. Brad was talking about the injuries. Michael Redd, left knee strain. Bobby Simmons is out. We got late word on that this evening. Etienne Len, the rookie, and also Avi Story is out. Didn't even make the trip with the team because of the flu. Howard for 3. Dirk got fouled, making an attempt for the offensive rebound, and the call is on Royale Ivy. So a minute and 46 seconds into the game, Milwaukee gets their first team foul. Dirk against Charlie Bell. Villanueva comes over on a double team. The Mavericks move it all the way around the horn, and Howard, as he drives, is fouled. Foul on the floor on Villanueva. And 2 quick fouls on the Bucks here in the first 2 minutes.
And that's one thing you can do against Milwaukee is when they rotate out of the double teams, they really come flying out at you. You can show and go with the ball. Josh Howard did a nice job at driving the baseline, drawing the foul.
First of the game on Villanueva. Shot clock's getting late. Barea heaves out of the corner, and he's got both of Dallas's baskets. He's averaging 4 points in a little over 9 minutes a game. 31st appearance this year. And again tonight making his 6th start. And the little guy's got Dallas on the board with a couple of hoops early on. Bell gets it blocked by Eddie Jones. Jones has a steal and a block here in the opening minutes, and then Bell fumbles it away.
Yeah, nice job by Eddie Jones. Really gauged how far off he could be on Charlie Bell, who is a very good three-point shooter. Was able to close the distance, come up with the block.
I don't know if it's unhappiness that Milwaukee matched the offer sheet he signed with Miami, but Bell is not having a good year, Brad. 35% shooting, and he does have three-point shooting capability. Here we get a dunk off the line by Eddie Jones, but Bell's only shooting 29% this year on threes.
Yeah, and this is a guy, his other couple years in Milwaukee, really shot the ball well, really was having some outstanding seasons, but he just hasn't been able to get it going, except for a few games here this season for Milwaukee.
Dampier's dunk put Dallas up by 4. Bogut is fouled. He'll go to the line with Barea being charged with the foul. Eddie Jones has been a little bit of everywhere so far in the game, Brad.
Yeah, closed out nicely that time to block the shot on Charlie Bell right there. And then you're going to be able to see, cause the turnover right there and down to the other end, the penetration. Nice little wraparound pass to Dampier around Bogut for the 2-hand.
Eddie Jones is a guy who's averaging about 3 assists a game for his career, which is at 938 games as of tonight. He's had as many as 6 assists in a game so far this season for Dallas. Bogut at the foul line splits them, which is about what you would expect, because for the year he's 55% free throw shooting.
And Milwaukee as a whole, not a very good free throw shooting team. They've got some poor free throw shooters on this ball club.
There's 74% for the year. Royale Ivy with his second foul. Third team foul as Barea drove the lane and got the call. Larry Krystkowiak not doing anything about Ivy's early foul trouble. And again, they are shorthanded with 4 players out with injury tonight. Dirk from the corner. The reball gives Dallas a lead of 6 points. Nowitzki with his 39th made three-pointer of the season. Position in the lane for Bogut, who hooks it home.
Yeah, pretty deep position that time inside lane. Little maybe right-hand hook shot.
Dirk in the lane to Dampier. Here he has one big finish, and he puts another one up there.
And Dallas is doing a nice job spreading the court. And when Dampier rolls down the middle, Dirk done a nice job of dumping that pass over the top for the dunk.
We should note that defense is not exactly Milwaukee's forte, if you will. They have the 3rd worst field goal defense in the league. Opponents shooting 47% against them this year, and Dallas has started the game by making 5 out of 7. And anyone for 6 out of 8 as Jones drives and gets the bounce.
And that's a bad combination when you're bad on offense and bad on defense. Hard to win a lot of ball games.
Doesn't add up to winning games. You're exactly right. Timeout taken by Milwaukee. The Mavericks have jumped on them early. Eddie Jones with a hoop. And with 7:34 left in the first quarter, Dallas has a 13-5 lead. And as we've noted, Eddie Jones has done a little bit of everything. He's got a steal, he's got a block, he's got an assist, and he's got a nice finish going to the hoop.
Ford F-Series are the strongest trucks in Texas. More towing, more payload capacity. And now the 31-year bestseller, Reasons to Take a Look at F-150. Here's another, the F-150 Texas Edition. An eye-catching chrome package with 18-inch wheels, chrome grille, running boards, exhaust tip, and more. Drive a Texas Edition Super Crew today with $6,100 total cash back. Take a look at your Texas Ford dealer. Ford is the best in Texas.
It's a special ladies' night on the Best Damn Championship Fight Night, period. The sexiest fighter in women's boxing, Holly Holm, battles Belinda Lara Fuente for the welterweight title. Plus, Chevelle Hallback squares off with Melissa Hernandez for the lightweight crown. And Lisa Bad News Brown takes on Jerry Sykes. 3 great title bouts on the Best Damn Championship Fight Night, period. Friday on FSN.
Grizzlies, Mavericks, Friday at 7 on FSN Southwest.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by
Stay twice through April 6th and earn twice the rewards. AAA members earn 3 times. Twice is nice. 3 times is nicer. Visit bestwestern.com.
Well, exactly what you would want in this start for Dallas. Eddie Jones has contributed in a myriad of ways as the Mavericks have built an 8-point lead with about 4.5 minutes having ticked off the clock.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job executing their offense, really getting some good looks, and getting the ball inside in the paint. And defensively, they're doing a good job of challenging shots by Milwaukee.
Dampier's provided a couple of dunks so far for Dallas. And then Dirk gets a steal coming out of the timeout, and he's fouled. Apparently Villanueva just picked up his second foul, so Ivy has 2, Villanueva has 2. And the Bucks have foul trouble for 2 players early on in the game on a night when they're very short-handed due to injuries. And the foul on Villanueva puts Dirk on the line. The Bucks will go bigger here. The change they're going to make, Brad, is putting in Dan Gadzarich.
Yeah, they'll move Bogut down to the forward spot and let Gadzarich play the center spot.
And Villanueva with 2 fouls will sub out. Gadzarich averages 3 points in about 10 minutes a game. Energy player. Dirk on the line. 1 for 2. Dallas up 9.
Avery Johnson very pleased with how they are attacking so far, much like he was in Orlando. And Devin Harris said that to me before the game. He says, you know, when we're really attacking on the offensive end and the ball is swinging, everything else, especially on the defensive end, seems to go much better for us.
Bogut. Second time he's hit that jump hook in the lane. Quickly, Eddie Jones runs the floor and scores.
He just outran everybody. Milwaukee just was slow getting back on defense. He ran by about 3 green shirts and got the layup.
The 3, Mo Williams. Now, I would like to go back to what Laura was saying earlier, Brad, and get your elaboration, if you will, on the point Devin Harris made to her about swinging the ball as Barea makes a nice drive and gets into the lane and scores in the teardrop. Swinging the ball and moving it on offense and how that impacts, makes everything easier, including defense.
Well, on the offensive end, it shifts the defense. They don't get stuck on one side with the defense being able to set up, run guys over to double team or spot 5 or whatever they do. When you swing it back and forth and you get the defense moving, it opens up driving lanes as well, where you can get the ball in the basket, which Dallas has done here in the first quarter. And it seems like in this game, anytime you're playing well offensively, it gives you a little more energy and a little more lift on the defensive end. We've seen that this year out of Dallas.
And they keep it alive. Dirk got it back after Howard missed. And then it's rebounded by Bogut. Dallas in front 18-12, midway through the first quarter. Knocked out of bounds, and the Bucks keep it. Desmond Mason. Waxahachie. He checks in. Royale Ivy, who's got a couple of early fouls, takes a seat on the bench. Mavs have led it by as big as 9. Mason. Badly missing. Barea in the corner. He's got 6 so far in the game. Gets into the paint. Dallas at 7 on the shot clock. Howard late in the clock. Doesn't get the bounce. Kept alive by Dallas going after it. Loose ball foul.
Yeah, and Milwaukee cannot battle Dallas on the offensive glass. Dallas is getting great position. They're getting second and third chance opportunities, getting their hands on a lot of balls on the offensive board.
Rebounding wise, Dallas has been outboarded only 3 times in the last 22 games. That's an area of the game in which they've been playing very, very well as of late. A moment ago, you just saw Jason Terry getting ready to sub into the game for the first time with 5:18 left in the first quarter. Dampier got fouled, and he's on the line. The foul is on Bogut. The only place with complete post-game coverage of tonight's Mavs Bucks game is right here on FSN Southwest. And not drive-through immediately following the game. Eric Dampier's provided 5 early points, and a 6th is possible here. Terry went in for Barea, the first substitution of the game for Dallas. Williams, who has 7 to lead away from Milwaukee here in the first 7 minutes. And he's looking for his 4th made basket and won't get it. Made his first 3 shots. That's his first miss. A rebound for Howard. A long pass to Eddie Jones. Offensive rebound for Nowitzki. Jones has it again. He just missed the 3, but Dirk got it back. Now Jones drives. They get it blocked.
I think Desmond Mason came in from behind and got that one.
Charlie Bell for 3. Ooh, way off. But Bogut secures the offensive rebound for Milwaukee. I think I understand now why Charlie Bell's been shooting so bad.
Yeah, that shot didn't look good at all. And I've seen a few of the Milwaukee games on TV, and just doesn't look like he's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence.
Foul called on Dallas on Eric Dampier. That's his first. 2 team fouls on Dallas in the first quarter. 4:24 remaining as Dampier picks up his first foul of the quarter. And Maurice Williams will go to the free throw line. Averaging nearly 17 points per game this year, a native of Jackson, Mississippi. He started his career with the Utah Jazz, who drafted him in the second round in 2003, 37th. Substitution, a couple of them, as a matter of fact. Two guys we talked about at the top of the broadcast who helped Dallas in terms of performing off the bench the other night. And that's Devin George and Brandon Bass going in. And Eddie Jones and Eric Dampier subbing out.
Yeah, getting some early run right here. And a lot of that has to do with the way they've been playing lately.
In particular, George, who had a season-high 25 minutes the other night. 8 points and 3 or 4 shooting, 4 rebounds, and did some nice things defensively against Hercules.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Devin George can do consistently is play good defense. He's long, he moves his feet well, and can guard some tough guys on defense.
Milwaukee trapping in the backcourt. Terry gets his back-to-back. 4:10 left in the first. On the drive, Dirk. Gets fouled and will go to the line again. So a couple of trips to the foul line for Dirk here in the first quarter.
And this is something that Dallas, even though Milwaukee's in a zone, Gadzarich is playing that one wing. Anytime Dirk gets it over there, it's a pretty good, just like a man-to-man isolation right there. Dirk was able to drive with the left hand, get in there, almost finish it for a three-point play.
The numbers over the last 5 for Dirk. And a very solid line in the Orlando game on Monday. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 5 dimes. The lead has been built back up to 9, equaling the largest advantage for the Mavs. We're under 4 to go in the first. Fumble on the catch by Desmond Mason, and then he gets bailed out with a call, a foul on Jason Terry. 13th foul on Dallas and first on Chet. Devin Harris missing another game tonight with that bone bruise on his left ankle. As Laura said, though, he's out of the walking boot. Desmond Mason drives and scores. Mason averaging 8 points a game this year. Dirk, size advantage on Mo Williams. Bell comes over on the double of the pass over the head of Devin George. And so that's a backcourt violation and a turnover with 3:27 left in the first.
Yeah, you can see Milwaukee switching all the screen and rolls, and then they're double teaming. When Dirk rolls down into that low block, they're sending a double team guy out.
And Milwaukee beat Dallas 97-95, and these two teams played on the 24th of November. In that game, Andrew Bogut had a big double-double with 16 points and 14 rebounds, and Bogut chance for a home pass from Gadzarich. His 6th and 7th points, and the Mavericks want to talk things over. Back-to-back baskets by Milwaukee, including one by Andrew Bogut, that pulled the Bucks to within 5. It's Dallas 22, Milwaukee 17. First quarter here on FSN Southwest.
Ford F-Series are the strongest trucks in Texas. More towing, more payload capacity, and now the 31-year bestseller. Reasons to take a look at F-150. Here's another, the F-150 Texas Edition. An eye-catching chrome package with 18-inch wheels, chrome grille, running boards, exhaust tip, and more. Drive a Texas Edition Super Crew today with $6,100 total cash back. Take a look at your Texas Ford dealer. Ford is the best in Texas.
Why did we give the new C-Class almost 260 foot-pounds of torque? Why did we engineer suspension that automatically tightens for aggressive driving? Why did we equip it with Bluetooth, Sirius satellite radio, and a digital surround sound system? And why did we engineer every component to perform at Autobahn speeds? Why? Because we promised you a Mercedes-Benz. That's why.
Introducing the all-new 2008 C-Class, starting at $32,425.
Jed Clampett, a poor mountaineer barely keeping his family fed, when in the summer of '63 he was shooting at some food, becoming a millionaire overnight. Soon afterward, he loaded up his truck and moved to Beverly Hills.
I was suspicious of this whole Texas tea theory.
A new investigation reveals that in the summer before Jed moved away from there, he switched his car insurance to Geico, saving a substantial sum of money.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You're watching FSN Southwest, your home for Mavericks basketball.
Hola amigos, Víctor Villalba con ustedes, voz oficial de tus Dallas Mavericks en castellano. Y recuerde, ese botón ZAP te da la oportunidad de escuchar a los Mavericks en castellano, el audio secundario, traído usted por un gentil patrocinio de nuestros grandes amigos de Toyota. And for you English speakers out there, that ZAP button, time to practice your Spanish.
Solid start for Dallas. Mavericks lead here in the first quarter. They've led by as many as 9, currently up by 5. As the Mavs play host to the Milwaukee Bucks here on FSN Southwest. And remember, the Best Damn Sports Show period is the greatest nightly sports show on television with hosts Chris Rose, John Sally, Rob Dibble, and Rodney Peete. Tonight they're joined by Giant Brandon Jacobs and Sean O'Hara, as well as NBA analyst Kenny Smith at 11, only on FSN Southwest. We'll have Super Bowl champs and someone who I'm sure will spend some time breaking down the monumental news of the NBA that has come down in the last 24 hours. The trade of Shaq to the Phoenix Suns. How about that, Brad?
That was a shocker. I mean, it's like the Gasol trade, though. You didn't hear about it until like the day before it happened. Everything was so quiet on the front in Miami, the same way with the Memphis-LA deal. You didn't hear about it until like the day before the trade was happening.
Milwaukee with the ball. They've scored back-to-back baskets, but they won't score here. Josh Howard steals. And let's see if he converts. No, because Mo Williams gets it back. Returning the favor with a steal and lobs it up for Gazarich.
Yeah, good look over the top. Saw Gazarich running that left wing and just threw it up there to the rim.
Terry's got it. Howard from the elbow, and he scores to beat the shot clock.
Yeah, that was awful easy. Couple of crossover dribbles. Got Desmond Mason backing all the way up into the lane.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Avery Johnson went over a number of things on the defensive end in that last time out. Among them, points in the paint. At the time, the Bucks had 12. Now they have, well, 16.
Now they have another one, yes. Desmond Mason curls around and gets to the cup and finger rolls it home. Howard left alone for a three. Dallas. Brandon Bass got it back. Mavericks have done a nice job crashing the offensive boards here in the first quarter. And that time it nets them a second chance basket of the three-point variety by Jason Terry.
Yeah, the seventh second chance point that Dallas has gotten. And that's one thing when Milwaukee's playing all that zone defense, it really opens up the offensive glass for rebounding.
Overall, a 10-4 rebounding edge for the Mavericks, making 11-4 as Terry snares the defensive board after the miss by Mo Williams. A minute left in the first quarter. Dirk getting into the lane, which he's done frequently here in the first quarter. Didn't finish. Punched out to Mo Williams. He loses it. There's a double dribble called on Maurice Williams before Terry comes away with the steal.
Yeah, he was going to shovel that one back to Charlie Bell, who was trailing on the play for the three-pointer and lost the handle on it.
Michael Ruffin, veteran from Tulsa, goes in the game. Bogut takes a seat on the bench. Bogut has 7 as he goes to the bench. Williams leads Milwaukee with 8. Dallas has a trio of players at 6, 2 of them on the bench right now, and Barea and Dampier, and also Dirk has 6 points. Devin George gives it up to Terry. Quick shot is good for the baseline.
Boy, I think he surprised Charlie Bell with that shot. Charlie Bell just was looking at him like, I can't believe you shot it that quick.
Terry has the last 5 points of the game for the Mavs. The differential is about 5 seconds as Mo Williams is fouled by Josh Howard, but Dallas had that foul again.
Josh Howard. Devin George, I think, was going to shoot this thing. Got the ball stripped on the way up. Fortunately, JT was looking back at him. Catch and shoot.
Worked out quite nicely, didn't it?
It did. He gets an assist instead of a turnover or a block shot.
Couple of subs. Sagata Chop in for the first time. He did not play coach's decision. First missed game of the year on Monday night in Orlando. Trenton Hassel has also gone in. Howard and Dirk went out. 14 on the clock and 14.6 left in the quarter when Milwaukee threw it in, and a long two is good for Mo Williams. A 10-point first quarter for the Bucks point guard. Jason Terry Hassel trying to beat the buzzer. And Trenton Hassel misses out of the corner on a three. But Dallas flirts with a 30-point first quarter. They end up 1 point shy, and the Mavs build a lead that they will take into the second. Dallas back home after being on the road for a week and a half. And they have enjoyed the return back to Dallas so far, as the Mavs have built a 6-point lead after 1 quarter of play. Dallas shoots 50% in the first. J.J. Barea among 3 Mavericks leading the way with 6 points as Dallas leads it by 6.
Super handling all-wheel drive. It's the most thrilling way to carve a corner. And it's only from Acura. Acura Advance.
Take advantage of attractive financing on select Acura models for well-qualified customers.
It comes from stadium stairs at 5 in the morning. From suicides till your lungs scream uncle. And from ignoring that little voice inside begging for mercy. It's sweat. And there's more to sweat than just water. No wonder no water with vitamins, no other sports drink on the planet helps put back what sweat takes out better than Gatorade.
Grizzlies, Mavericks, Friday at 7 on FSN Southwest.
The second quarter about to get underway for Dallas as they host Milwaukee in the first of 2 straight games on their home floor. They'll play Memphis on Friday night, and one thing to tell you about that game against the Grizzlies is that it's Black College Alumni Night and Greek Night, benefiting the Dallas Metroplex Council, a Black Alumni Association, the United Negro College Fund, and the National Pan-Hellenic Council. Grambling State's marching band will perform at halftime. That should be nice. The tickets call 214-658-7123. Or again, you can email at gale.o'bannon@dallasnights.com. Terry misses to start out the second quarter. You've got Juwan Howard getting in the game here to start the second. I believe, Brad, that Avery has played 11 of the 12 players who are dressed tonight already. Big block, Brandon Bass.
Yeah, Mo Eggers, the only one that's suited up that hasn't been in this ballgame so far.
Throw in by Mason. Shot clock late and a foul.
Is that going to be 3?
Calls on Devin George, and it is 3 free throws. Mo Williams in the act of shooting a 3.
And he's one of the best in the league coming off the screen and roll. Very good pocket shooter, so Dallas is really trying to be aggressive when they blitz that screen and roll and jump out on him to really challenge him.
And Brad, defending him was among the things discussed in that end of quarter timeout. Avery Johnson really talked about how hot Mo Williams is right now. He says, come on, guys, we know the mistakes we're making on the defensive end. Let's clean it up now. Let's correct them and pick up our all-around game.
Mo Williams is a good free throw shooter. Nearly 87% this year. And he's hit 2 and has 1 more to take, again being fouled in the act of shooting a 3.
Yeah, him and Michael Redd, 2 very good free throw shooters, since he misses his 3rd one right there. But the rest of the team, you look down, some of their numbers are really bad.
And Bogut only 55%. Mason, I don't know what's happened to him, 58% free throw shooter. Gadzarich, a bad foul shooter. Michael Ruffin did get the offensive rebound. And there's Gadzarich, way off. Wow. And Bass with the rebound. Milwaukee ranks 20th in the league in free throw shooting. Juwan Howard. Howard had a season-high 6 points in the game against Milwaukee when these teams met on November 24th. Williams. And there's a foul called on the miss, a loose ball foul on Gadzarich with 10:19 left in the second. Gadzarich will go out of the game picking up his first foul, and Villanueva, who got 2 in the first quarter, returns.
Yeah, Milwaukee's going to go with their small lineup to match Dallas. Villanueva's going to play Juwan Howard at that center spot.
Bass works on Villanueva, inside, draws the foul. Now, was it on Ruffin who came over to help? Yes, it was. It was not a third foul on Villanueva, but a first on Michael Ruffin. Bass goes to the line. He has not scored tonight, but scoring is something that he did on that East Coast road trip quite nicely, over 13 points a game. Shot 68% for the floor, averaged over 5 rebounds as well, Brett.
Yeah, and the good thing with Brandon, he's been pretty consistent throughout the year. I mean, he started out first part of the season and came out of the gates and really started playing well, and has gotten playing time every game from Avery Johnson.
Yeah, it's only a little hiccup. He seemed like he might have hit a little bit of a wall
for a few games
in December.
Yeah. But I think a lot of that had to do, remember, he had the bad ankle. He had that sprained ankle that he was playing on at the time.
And keep in mind, the guy just hadn't played a lot the last 2 years, too. 50 total games, and averaging about 8 minutes a game in his career.
Yeah, so even when he's tired out there, he's not going to turn down the minutes.
Absolutely.
He's going to play right through it.
Mavericks just committing their 5th turnover of the game. They lead at 31-25 as we play with 9.5 to go in the second quarter. Villanueva with the hook shot. And Villanueva gets on the scoreboard for the first time, averaging 9.5 points a game, but had a very impressive performance in Memphis last night, starting because of Etienne Len's injury. And Villanueva had 16 points and 16 rebounds. Devin George with a steal after the missed shot by Bass. Ruffin threw it away. Terry has that block by Ruffin. And now Royale Ivey giving up to Mason on the break, and Mason earns a trip to the line.
Good foul by Juwan Howard, though.
And he puts a 58% free throw shooter on the charity stripe. Before that, Terry went inside. Michael Ruffin got the block. Also looked like he might have fouled him. But in any event, it turns into an opportunity for Milwaukee to score at the other end. They got on the break. Mason got fouled. Free throws when we come back.
Hey, Janice.
Hey, Phil.
Janice, have you heard about Southwest Airlines' new Business Select? It guarantees that you're one of the first aboard. You get extra Rapid Rewards credit, and you get a free drink.
Really?
Yeah, and the ticket is fully refundable.
Cool.
Well, happy birthday, Janice.
Thanks for remembering, Phil.
Business Select, new from Southwest Airlines.
You're now free to be more productive.
Get into the Texas Truck Stop where the power of Ram trucks is busting out. There's the available Hemi V8 power of Dodge Ram 1500 Lone Star Edition and Ram Mega Cab with the world's largest cab, both backed with the industry's only lifetime powertrain warranty. Or get Ram 3500 with the available legendary Cummins Turbo Diesel. So get inside the truck stop now and get up to $6,000 cash allowance or 0% APR on Ram 1500. Only inside the Texas Truck Stop, your Texas Dodge dealer.
When you need a physician, Baylor is ready to help. We have experienced physicians on our medical staffs at Baylor hospitals throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area, all with one focus in mind, you. So no matter where you live or work, Baylor can help you find the right physician based on specialty, gender, or even language. Simply call 1-800-4BAYLOR anytime, day or night.
The Bounce on this at Southwest are brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. By Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. By Gulf States Toyota. Toyota moving forward. by Geico. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. And by Nissan. Get to your Nissan dealer and shop now. We're at American Airlines Center for Mavs basketball on FSN Southwest. Dallas and the Milwaukee Bucks. This is the 4th straight game the Mavericks have played against a foe from the Eastern Conference. This year Dallas is 11-9 against the East. And they have some more Eastern Conference games coming up before the break. Milwaukee tonight, New Jersey and Philly on the road next week. Dirk and Josh Howard is both on the bench. Desmond Mason is at the free throw line. Still has that hitch in his free throw shooting motion.
Not as bad as it used to be, though.
And we used to see it a lot more often. You know, this is one thing that I think is very strange, Brad, is that Mason 4 years ago was the guy who got to the free throw line 500 times 1 year. And this year he's averaging about 2 attempts a game.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be a slasher type like he was before, where he'd get the ball and put it on the floor. Sort of like a Corey Maggette for the Clippers that likes to get into the paint.
One thing Mason does not do is shoot threes. He has not attempted one this year, nor did he attempt one all of last year. And made only one in each of the 2 seasons before. Trenton Hassel into the lane, missed a shot, but there is a whistle here. And a call on Royale Ivy, a loose ball foul, which is his 3rd foul of the game. For the Bucks, they've got 2 team fouls, making 3 team fouls now. With 8:37 to go in the second quarter, Mavs ball up by 2. Maurice Williams in for Ivy. So coming back to the state in which he played his college ball has not proved to be too terribly enjoyable for him tonight, as he's picked up 3 fouls and played all of 9 minutes. He's starting because of Red's injury. Terry, brought back Mason. And the Bucks have an opportunity to tie things up or take the lead if they knock one down from the outside. Bell won't try one for the outside. A drive, he misses, but Villanueva with the left-handed finish on the follow. And it's tied, 31 all.
Yeah, penetration that time by Charlie Bell, sort of a semi-break, was able to get all the way to the rim. Villanueva followed it in for the deuce.
And as you saw on the top of the screen, 10 of the last 12 points of the game have been scored by Milwaukee. Here's Hassel in the lane. Trent Hassel is blocked. Michael Ruffin gets the block shot, and the floater gives Milwaukee the lead. Maurice Williams puts them on top for the first time in the game.
Yeah, and they're starting to be able to get out a little bit and get some fast breaks, some early offense rather than getting to that half-court set.
Avery's already has Josh Howard and J.J. Barea both at the scorer's table, ready to go in. And the next opportunity. Shot clock is at 6 as Eddie Jones has it in the corner. Terry to beat the clock. He does with a 3-pointer.
Boy, tough shot right there. Mo Williams was all over him.
Shot clock was winding down. Terry had to take it and drilled it. And the Mavericks regained the advantage after giving it up for the first time in the game. Shot's good for Villanueva. Williams leads Milwaukee with 14 points. As Milwaukee has made a charge here in this second quarter, due in large part to Dallas' inability to put the ball in the hole. Just 1 out of 8 from the floor this quarter for the Mavs. Hassel. This looks like the shot clock, but that one goes.
Nice job. A little crossover move on Desmond Mason that time.
So back-to-back possessions, Dallas, with the shot clock winding down, has been able to hit jumpers. A 3 by Terry and 1 for the head of the key by Hassel. And the Mavs seesaw back in front. Williams, long 2. And these two teams trading baskets and the lead. Williams scoring his 15th and 16th points to put Milwaukee back up 1, and Avery Johnson wants to have a discussion. Timeout taken by Dallas. 6:06 left in the second quarter. Milwaukee has trailed by as many as 9, but they've carved out a 1-point lead over the Mavs as we take time.
No other truck out there has a 24,500-pound towing capacity. can handle 6,120 pounds of payload, or has a fully integrated tow command system, power scope side mirrors, and a tailgate step. The built Ford Tough Super Duty. Right now, you can get a 2008 Ford Super Duty with up to $5,500 total cash savings. That's $5,500 cash. Ford is the best in Texas.
Ever since there were cars, Americans have had a love affair with the open road. And with quality gasoline and pay-at-the-pump convenience coast to coast, Valero is your perfect travel companion. Valero, the all-American gasoline for the all-American love affair.
Welcome back. Why are thousands of Texans coming back to the new TXU Energy every week?
So I can do something good for the environment and pay less to do it.
That's the new TXU Energy Texas Choice 12 plan. You get 3% cash back, 12 months of price protection, and 10% of the power is generated from renewable power sources right here in Texas.
It's like driving one less day a week.
Not a TXU Energy customer? Call 1-866-YOUR-TXU.
You're watching FSN Southwest, your home for Mavericks basketball.
Middle of the second quarter, and Milwaukee out in front of Dallas by a point at 37-36. Hey fans, it's time for the On the Border Ticket Time giveaway. Why text OTB Mavs fan to 777-111 for a chance to win 2 lower level tickets to see the Mavs play the Utah Jazz or the Golden State Warriors? Because you can. And those games coming up later on in the year. Golden State will be here in early April. And Utah will be as well. Devin Harris. Again, not due back for at least another week and a half, maybe even more than that. They said 2 to 3 weeks when the injury occurred, and that was about a week and a half ago when he got hurt. We're going to talk to him later tonight. We'll be able to maybe zero in on at least some sort of timetable for his return.
Yeah, get his feel for how he's doing.
Well, Dirk's back in the game, and the Mavericks didn't perform very well. A -9 scoring margin when Dirk was on the bench, but he's back out there, and that Josh Howard basket has given the Mavericks the lead. We've had 6 lead changes here in the second quarter. Make it 7. Mo Williams blowing up in the first half, 18 points.
Yeah, and all they're doing is running that house screen and roll, and he's been able to get over the top, and they haven't closed down to him. He's knocked it down.
Well, keep in mind, he did have 32 in Memphis last night. On the dribble drive, J.J. Barea. And Barea, that will score, and he is fouled. And the leading scorer in this game for the Mavs, if he hits a foul shot, will be J.J. Barea.
Boy, that was a nice drive right there. Bo Williams was on his side, bumped him a little bit. He was still able to finish. Charlie Villanueva tried to come over and block that shot, got his hand caught in the net, couldn't get to it. Here it is again, another look. There's the contact right there. Good left-hand finish by J.J.
And he's got 9 now. Terry has 8. J.J. has 9. Barea, an 80% free throw shooter, completing the three-point play in his first opportunity at the line tonight. Josh Howard is guarding Mo Williams, deflected that pass, but Bogut able to pick it up with an awkward drive down the lane, and he fails to get the finish. Barea, Jones, Howard, Dirk, and Dampier, the starting 5 on the floor. Dirk's shot is off. Howard gave chase. Charlie Bell came away with it for the Bucks. The Mavericks have a 2-point lead. Back-to-back possessions where neither team scored. We haven't seen much of that over the last 3 or 4 minutes. Launching out of the corner, Villanueva airballs a 3, and Eddie Jones saves it back in for Dallas. Barea leads the break. Finds an open Nowitzki. Late on the closeout is Charlie Bell. As Nowitzki splashes one in.
Yeah, good push by Dallas that time. J.J. spearheading the break that time. Got the penetration all the way to the basket. Nice pass out to Dirk.
Bogut from Mo Williams. And will he get the bounce? No. Good challenge by Eric Dampier. Dirk with the offside rebound. And then Barea. How about that?
Boy, Barea's beating him down the court.
The first Mav into double digits, J.J. Barea at 11 points, his fourth game of double-digit scoring this year. Hard foul delivered by Eric Dampier as Mo Williams goes to the deck and will shoot free throws. The Mavs have a 7-0 run in progress, but Williams can do something about that now.
And there's a push by J.J. doing a nice job in transition. Didn't do this in Orlando the other night. Pushed the tempo early on. Nice dish from Nowitzki right there. Here's the next one right here. This time J.J. crosses over. A little stutter step that time on Charlie Bell. Takes it all the way to the basket and finishes.
With Barea, the Mavericks' leading scorer. Desmond Mason going out. Michael Ruffin back in the game for Milwaukee.
And J.J. told me before the game he's been watching a lot of film of himself on both the offensive end and the defensive end. Offensively, he's watching when he drives, who's open, where they are, where he needs to look for guys, and when he needs to finish himself. And he's also watching a lot of film on the defensive end. He says, Coach Johnson is really helping me big time defensively.
And here he is again going to the basket. Does not get the finish, but Josh Howard is there to draw a foul, trying to follow it home. Well, you got to love what you got from J.J. Barea tonight. From the Mavs' perspective, made his first 5 shots of the game before missing on that driving layup attempt, but then there's Howard to clean it up.
Yeah, and had a pretty good look on that layup right there. Was challenged a little bit, but once again, Dallas doing a good job getting to the offensive glass.
Mavs now have 8 second chance points in the game. Desmond Mason's stay on the bench wasn't very long because of the foul that Villanueva picked up, which is his third, as Mason is back in the game. 3:37 remaining first half. Bogut the rebound. Howard has 5. The lead for Dallas is 5. 20-3, the Mavericks' home record this year. And then Mo Williams working his way across the floor is fouled. Eddie Jones wants the foul, but he's charged to Josh Howard for his second.
They're going to switch Eddie Jones back over to Mo Williams now. Josh was playing him for a while, but after he picked up that second foul, they're going to go Eddie Jones back on Mo Williams now.
And Howard's the defender on Desmond Mason. Mo Williams with 20 first quarter points. That shot was missed rather badly, and Dampier finally gathers in that rebound. 20 in the first half for Williams. Missed there. Then Howard misses for Dallas, and it goes out to the Bucks. Lineup right now for Dallas again is their starting 5 for tonight. Barea, Jones, Howard, Dirk, and Dampier. And the Bucks take time with 3:01 left in the half. Mavericks have led for most of this game, although we've had a few lead changes here in this second quarter, but now Dallas has the advantage at 5. J.J. Barea has led the way for them, making his 6th start of the year and 2nd consecutive. Barea's got 11 points tonight, made his first 5 baskets. And Devin Harris certainly applauding the work of a fellow point guard.
Some powertrain warranties stop at 60,000 miles. Chevy Silverado is covered for 100,000 miles. That beats Ford and Toyota. When you build them with quality, you can back them with confidence.
Chevy Silverado. This is our truck. See your Texas Chevy dealer today.
With a quality tool, you can conquer any job. Introducing the Nissan Titan Crew Cab Long Bed, the most capable Titan ever. It's the tool you need with class-leading standard horsepower, massive cabin, and the longest bed in its class, 7 full feet. The Titan of trucks starting at $27,695. Titan, because the tough jobs need the toughest tool.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by
Stay twice through April 6th and earn twice the rewards. AAA members earn 3 times. Twice is nice. 3 times is nicer. Visit bestwestern.com.
Mavericks lead at 3:01 left in the second quarter. Hi, got his wish. A little FaceTime for that Maverick fan tonight. Jason Terry's got 8 points off the bench tonight. He's on the floor as we come out of this timeout. He has equaled the output of Milwaukee's bench so far in this game. And as we look at the Mercedes-Benz League leaders, he and Manu Ginobili and Ben Gordon have 9 games this year of outscoring the entire opponent bench to lead the way. Also, Nate Robinson high on that list as well. And there you saw that Terry has 8 points. Milwaukee's whole bench has 8. Josh missed by Charlie Bell. What happened the other night in Orlando? That's why we talk about it, because Terry had 1 in Orlando the other night, and their bench only had a collective 16. Nowitzki nails the shot. The lead pushes up to 7. Mavericks have fallen behind by a point here in this second quarter, but now they're on a nice push and they force a turnover. Eddie Jones advances it up to Barea, who is leading Dallas on the scoreboard. Closing in on 2 minutes left in the first half. Nowitzki eluded Bell with a spin move and then got fouled. Milwaukee over the limit. Ball on Charlie Bell. His first. Nowitzki in some degree of pain. The right thumb. We'll go to the free throw line here.
Nowitzki 1 plus the penalty 2.
We will have a chance to look here in a moment at just exactly what happened there with Dirk as he goes to the line and puts Dallas in front by 8, making the first one 2. All right, check this out, BD.
Yeah, nice spin move by Dirk right here, and then there's Charlie Bell reaching in from behind, trying to knock it away. Looked like he got Dirk on the thumb a little bit.
Well, it didn't affect the form on the first free throw, nor the second. And the Mavericks had equaled their biggest lead of the game at 9. Closing in on 2 minutes left in the first half.
2 minutes.
Dallas bidding for their second straight victory and 33rd of the year.
Dallas going a little zone right here, a little 2-3 zone.
And a drive against it, and almost a throwaway, but Ruffin managed to get it back, and a 3 was hit by Mo Williams.
Boy, it seems like anytime the ball's in his hands, he's getting some pretty good looks. He did that time off the scramble.
He is scorching Dallas here in the first half with 23 points. He's kept Milwaukee in the game. Williams, Bell, Mason, Bogut, and Michael Ruffin the lineup for Milwaukee. They only have 9 players dressed. On the perimeter, it's Jason Terry heaving it to beat the clock. No. Bell there for the rebound. Williams off the pick. Another one goes. Man, is he sizzling.
Yeah, just pick and roll in transition that time as Dallas was coming back and was able to get into that little pocket area, knock down the free throw line jumper.
1 minute left in the half. Williams with a personal 5-0 run. Let's see if it comes to an end. As Barea shoots a 3. Scotty Johnson again, slapped at it. And then Mo Williams keeps the dribble alive, stumbles again. Wow. So the Panther wanted a double dribble. I don't think he ever did that.
No, I don't think he ever got control of it.
Curly Neal would have been proud of that, though. The ability to keep the dribble alive.
Yeah, and then threw a shot up out of control that, fortunately for Milwaukee, Dallas knocked out of bounds. Here it is right here. Got tripped a little bit right there. Kept it going. Oh, slipped a little bit right there.
Now, there was never a double dribble in there. Devin George in for Eddie Jones. 11 on the clock. 29.9 left in the half. Mason to throw in. Bell's got it. Pulls the string in a long two, and Barea with a quick head of steam up the floor. Now he'll peel back because Dallas is in position to milk the clock here with a differential of just a 7. Foul to get for Milwaukee there over the limit. Dirk against Michael Ruffin. Oh! Left-hand scoop shot, good with a foul.
Did a nice job of protecting the ball. Ruffin got him on the right arm, but Dirk was able to finish it with that left hand.
Dirk driving left. We have seen that time and time again. And Michael Ruffin gets cooked here.
Yeah, and he's forcing him left. Didn't read his scouting report. Knows Dirk loves to drive left. And opened up the door for him to go all the way.
Here you go. Be my guest. 3.8 left in a half, and an opportunity for the Mavericks to extend the lead to 7. A 15-point first half for Dirk, chipping in 6 boards and 5 assists. That is a very nice line. Bogut finally got the ball inbounds, and it's Mo Williams. Oh! What a way to cap the first half for Mo Williams. Was he out of this world or what?
Wow. And you know what? When he got that shot off, you just had a feeling that it was going to go.
And it gives him a 28-point first half, Brad.
Unbelievable. And he did a nice job of realizing how much time was left on the clock. He had time for a few more dribbles instead of just heaving it from back here.
They head back to the locker room here at American Airlines Center. Mavericks and Milwaukee Bucks. Dallas leads Milwaukee 53-49. And here's a look at the shot, and it was off in time, no doubt about it. Banks it in, and so that basket will count for the Bucks. One more look at it. What a first half. What a way to end that first half. 28 points.
Crosses right over. Scott tried to jump out there and challenge that shot. Got it up a little bit high, but banked it in.
They head back to the locker room here at American Airlines Center. Dallas 53, Milwaukee 49. And stick around for the Toyota Truck Game Break. That's coming up next here on FSN Southwest. And they are heading back. Again, we do have that Toyota Truck Game Break. Join Rick Renner. They will also have an update, by the way, on Mavs draft pick Nick Fazekas. So all sorts of good stuff coming up at halftime here on FSN Southwest.
Where did you get all these ships? You got a couple of cream puffs out there.
I got thousands more to choose from across the country. You can browse them as well.
If I find the perfect ship at the far end of the world, will you hold it for me until I can go pick it up?
No, sir. We will ship it to you.
You'll ship my ship?
We will ship your ship to any shipmax in the entire flat world.
Are you shipping me?
Walk this way.
It's amazing. No one's thought of this before.
Bacardi and Diet Cola. 0 carbs, 0 sugar.
So, what are we doing?
Hey, my place, pizza and a video.
No way.
Very original.
How about Chili's? Welcome to Chili's.
Pepper and some triple thick bacon with Chili's new Smokehouse Bacon Burgers. They're mammoth-sized burgers with the thickest bacon you've ever seen. Like our Southern Smokehouse Burger. The bacon seasoned with brown sugar and chili pepper, then grilled. Come in now and try them all. Only at Chili's. Pepper and some bacon. Pepper and some fun.
Plano has a brand new Ford dealer.
If you can't beat them, join them. Bam!
Middlecoff is now Rodeo Ford of Plano.
That's just plain old good news, folks.
Any new Rodeo Ford truck.
88 down.
188 a month. $1 billion to land.
And Rodeo pays your trade.
Even if you owe $12,000 more than it's worth.
Even if it's a lease.
88 down.
188 a month. And if you can find a better deal, we'll just give it to you.
877-GO-RODEO.com.
5 miles west of downtown Plano. 5 miles east of downtown Dallas.
Rodeo Ford.
We don't care how you get here, folks. Just get here.
FSN Final Score presented by DirecTV. Another chapter in the Duke, North Carolina rivalry unfolds in Chapel Hill. The Blue Devils battle their arch nemesis Tar Heels. Plus, the Pat Knight era begins at Texas Tech as the Red Raiders play the first game since Bob Knight's resignation. And it's a battle of all-star point guards when Chris Paul leads the Hornets against Steve Nash and the Suns. For all today's highlights in 30 minutes, it's the Final Score.
Grizzlies, Mavericks, Friday at 7 on FSN Southwest.
And welcome into the FSN studios for your Toyota Truck Game Break. I'm Rick Renner. We're at halftime of the Mavericks and the Milwaukee Bucks. The final 24 minutes coming up shortly. Some interesting news down on the farm. Mavericks first-round draft pick Nick Villanueva making some noise. He's going to the D-League All-Star Game. One of 13 players with NBA experience picked for the honor. Josh Howard got the All-Star Weekend snub, which was an outrage. Villanueva did not. The University of Nevada Wolfpack product will play on center court at the NBA All-Star Jam session on February 16th. The D-League's 14 head coaches selected Nick, who's been averaging 18.9 points per game for the Tulsa 66ers. The honorary coaches for the game, NBA legends Rick Barry, Lenny Wilkins will share the knowledge with Villanueva and company, who's trying to work his way back to Big D and the NBA. We're at halftime of the Bucks and Mavs. We'll get you back out for second half action after this short timeout.
I started riding horses when I was very young. My grandfather had horses, and we jumped picnic tables. When we would go to my grandfather's ranch, his truck was like his best friend. I rely on the Tundra like I rely on my horses. It'll pull the horse trailer, pull the RV, and it's very nice when you get in a truck, and it can turn not quite as tight as a Grand Prix horse, but close. My grandfather was a Chevy man, but if he were still here today, I'm sure he would be a Tundra man.
Tundra, the truck that's changing it all.
Why didn't you think of that?
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 I don't know why the other guys don't use sirloin, but a sirloin steak melt with grilled onions and melting cheese on grilled sourdough just seemed like the right thing to do.
Why didn't you think of that?
Get behind the wheel of a better deal at Big Tex Ford. Big Tex Ford.
Hi, Hillary here for Big Tex Ford, one of the newest Ford dealerships in the heart of the Metroplex at I-20 and Camp Wisdom, where Big Tex says you can own a brand new Ford Focus for just $99 a month. That's right, $99 a month and no payments for 6 months. Plus, purchase before this weekend and we'll pay for your gasoline in 2008. Why? Because Big Tex says that's the Big Tex way.
To look at it, you'd never suspect that this was part of a working landfill. That's because Waste Management works closely with communities and the Wildlife Habitat Council to make sure we can all live peacefully together. Today, our landfills provide more than 17,000 acres of protected land for wildlife habitat. From everyday collection to environmental protection, think green, think Waste Management.
Less spare tire, more spare change. Quiznos 2 new flatbread Sammys. Smaller toasted sandwiches, $2 and only 200 calories. Quiznos.
Oh, honey, I told the neighbors we'd feed their pets while they're away.
Oh, okay, sweetie. Oh, no.
Ooh. Wanna get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines, you can fly one-stop or connecting service from Dallas Love Field to Denver for just $99 one way. Southwest Airlines.
You are now free to move about the country.
This is your Mavericks Jack in the Box halftime report.
And welcome into the Jack in the Box halftime report. Second half action of your Mavericks against the Milwaukee Bucks from the American Airlines Center coming up in just a moment. Now, the NBA All-Star break is just around the corner, and the Mavericks want you to know that they're going to go into the second half on a roll. And looking ahead to their schedule, you can see the next three on FSN Southwest. Dana Larson, Bob Ortigal, and Emily Jones will be alongside for all the festivities. Memphis comes to Big D on Friday. Then it's off to the road for the Nets in New Jersey, Sixers in Philly, then back home for Portland And Phoenix, at Phoenix, the Valley of the Sun, with Steve Nash and Shaquille O'Neal on Valentine's Day. Hey, make sure you check out Ticket Stock. Friday at 7 o'clock, all kinds of Dallas stars will be signing autographs. Then on Saturday, you can catch up with the hairful one in C.J. Wilson of the Texas Rangers. The Mavericks dancers will be around him. That's the only way he rolls. Then Dallas Cowboy sensation Tank Johnson, Cowboys cheerleaders, and the Rangers' new team president, Nolan Ryan, in the late session on Saturday. We'll have more on the Ryan Express on the Late Show. Second half from the American Airlines Center coming up next.
Mavericks Halftime Report is brought to you by Jack in the Box, where we don't make it until you order it.
Have you ever led an expedition? Have you ever been honored by the Louvre? Have you ever protected nobility? Have you ever seen the curvature of the earth? Range Rover, designed for the extraordinary.
When you're digging into a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich, it's easy to get carried away. But don't forget about those fries. They've got feelings, too. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich from Whataburger. 3 big crispy chicken strips with honey barbecue sauce and melted Monterey Jack on a toasted bun.
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
No tax refund required at Central Kia.
Buy any new Kia
With Kia's amazing 10-year warranty.
0 down, 99 a month.
Take your pick.
Sorrento,
0 down, 99 a month.
Sedona, Sportage, any new Kia.
0 down, 99 a month.
This is not a lease.
You pick your Kia.
Any new Kia.
0 down,
99 a month, and you can be approved today.
guaranteed.
Dial
1-866-Central today.
866central.com.
Buy any new Kia.
0 down,
99 a month.
Head straight to Central Kia.
In Plano, Irving, and Louisville now.
His was the oldest registered distillery in the United States, from a place where the water was cool, clean, and iron-free. Perfect for making whiskey. Charcoal mellowed drop by drop for smooth sipping, the Tennessee way, which is not the easy way, but it was his way.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used without the written consent of the NBA. Log on to NBA.com immediately following the game for live press conferences and video highlights.
The Dallas Mavericks on FSN Southwest are brought to you by Big Tex Ford at I-20 in Camp Wisdom, home of the $189 F-150. By Gatorade, is it in you? By Corona, relax responsibly. And by Dodge, your Texas truck stop. Halftime here at American Airlines Center. The halftime entertainment. 53-49, Dallas leads here on FSN Southwest. Let's take a look at some first half highlights, and J.J. Barea did a nice job of running the offense, Brad. Barea's got 11 points in the first half. Also had 3 assists as well, BD.
Yeah, and he's hitting the jump shot. Plus, he's getting the penetration right here. Really breaking down the defense. Does a nice job. A little finger roll right there going to the rim. This play, he drops a three-point play with a little bump from Mo Williams. And he's also setting up his teammates, doing a nice job finding the open guy. That time he finds Dirk trailing the play. Once again, though, his penetration, pushing the ball early on the break. It's all the way to the hoop. Little kick out to Dirk for about the 15-foot jump shot right there.
Barea's making his 6th start of the year. We'll talk to the guy that he's replacing here in a moment. Mavericks lead at halftime.
With a quality tool, you can conquer any job.
Introducing the Nissan Titan Crew Cab Long Bed, the most capable Titan ever. It's the tool you need with class-leading standard horsepower, massive cabin, and the longest bed in its class, 7 full feet. The Titan of trucks starting at $27,695. Titan, because the tough jobs need the toughest tool.
Now, see, when people think of Geico, right, they think of car insurance. And of course, saving money. But sometimes that can lead even the savviest driver astray. Take, for example, the motorcycle owner. He calls Geico wanted to save money on his car insurance, only to realise that he doesn't actually own a car. Well, needless to say, he's quite embarrassed, doesn't he? Doesn't matter. Geico insures motorcycles and ATVs as well. That way, no one ends up looking foolish.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Plano has a brand new Ford dealer.
If you can't beat them, join them. Bam!
Middlecoff is now Rodeo Ford of Plano.
That's just plain old good news, folks.
Any new Rodeo Ford truck.
88 down.
188 a month. $1 billion to lend.
And Rodeo pays your trade.
Even if you owe $12,000 more than it's worth.
Even if it's a lease.
88 down.
188 a month.
And if you can find a better deal, we'll just give it to you.
877-GO-RODEO.com.
5 miles west of downtown Plano. 5 miles east of downtown Dallas.
Rodeo Ford.
I don't care how you get here, folks. Just get here.
Why have an endless night of fun? Why come to On the Border tonight? Why go for the whole enchilada? Because you can. Introducing On the Border's endless enchiladas for just $8.99. Right now, get all the fresh handmade enchiladas you want. Cheese, chicken, or beef for just $8.99. Why have endless enchiladas at On the Border? Because you can.
Poker's two biggest personalities go head-to-head in a new weekly series. It's the UltimateBet.net Best Damn Poker Show. Phil Hellmuth and Annie Duke lead their teams of online winners in a 7-week competition that will test their skills
You could have avoided this.
and their tempers.
Don't interrupt me for 1 second.
Only one lucky amateur will survive and win a seat at the World Series of Poker. The UltimateBet.net Best Damn Poker Show premieres Monday on FSN.
Clock at 6. Nice ball fake. Look out here. Nowitzki jamming it home.
Drive and kick. Terry for 3. There you go. Gets in the middle and Harris strips it away.
Stack out the steal. See you later.
And Howard trying to go coast to coast and does. Nice crossover.
It's all over and Dallas wins the game.
Grizzlies, Mavericks, Friday at 7 on FSN Southwest. Stars, Wild, Thursday on FSN Southwest.
We're about to start the third quarter, and Dallas has a 4-point lead over the Milwaukee Bucks by a score of 53-49. We thank you for joining us for Mavs basketball here on FSN Southwest, and we've got a special guest as we start the third quarter, joined by Mavs point guard Devin Harris. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Doing well. PD, how you doing?
DH, good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Fantastic to have you on. Of course, we wish that we were seeing you out on the floor, but hopefully that will be sooner rather than later that we'll be seeing that again.
Hopefully sooner than later.
What's the timetable on that right now?
Another 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes, though. It's feeling good right now.
So that puts you in position to be back right after the All-Star.
Right after the All-Star break. That's what we're going for.
Mavericks with the ball as we start the second half, and both teams have their starting fives on the floor. Barea, Eddie Jones, Howard, Dirk, and Dampier for Dallas. And it's Mo Williams, Ivy, Villanueva, Charlie Bell, and Andrew Bogut for the Bucks. And Howard gets the roll on that. All right, so give us a scouting report on shutting down Mo Williams, man. 28 points in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, we're going under a lot on the screen and rolls right now, which is giving him his pocket jump shot. I think we really got to force him over the top and just force him to drive to the basket to the big guys.
A 6-point lead for the Mavericks at 55-49. Ivy misses the shot. Now, have you still had a chance to continue to evaluate BD's performance? I know you were doing that on the road trip.
Yeah, BD's doing a great job. Everybody makes a few mistakes here and there, but his wardrobe is definitely a lot better, though.
You think so, Brad? Is the wardrobe better?
I'm just trying to keep up with these young guys, but I can't do it. I mean, every road trip, they're breaking out something new. I've had stuff for 10 years, and I'm still wearing it.
Well, a little bit over a minute gone by here in the third quarter. And it is Barea picking up the foul. That's his second. And Andrew Bogut, a 55% free throw shooter, is at the line as we say hello to Laura Green as we get started here in the third quarter.
Thank you, Mark. In tonight's Gatorade Heard Round the Cooler, I spoke with Mavs assistant coach Mario Ellie. He said no Williams. They're going to double team him, try to really deny him the ball in the second half and mix up the coverages that he's going to see on the offensive end. They feel like they've been sloppy and careless with the ball. They've taken some bad shots. That, coupled with the turnovers, have given the Bucks opportunities. He said we cannot continue to give this young team confidence.
And a young team that we should note that without Michael Redd with an injury, and E. Chinlin, and Bobby Simmons, all those guys are out. But Devin, we saw, back in November when this team's at full strength, that's a pretty nice little squad.
Oh, they are. They definitely a strong perimeter team, with Michael Redd, Mo Williams. They got great guards, giving great contributions with Royal Ivy coming on strong, and Charlie with Bell.
Well, you talked to Laura a little bit. She was talking about how when Dallas plays well offensively, they move the ball from one side to another. Milwaukee probably plays more zone than any team in the league. Same deal with the zone defense?
Yeah. I think we definitely still got to move the ball, but get the ball in the middle. I think that's the easiest thing. I think in the second quarter, we just really got stagnant and really forced a lot of jump shots.
A 6-point lead after Nowitzki fires one up over a couple of defenders. And I think that we have the capability for Laura Green to ask you questions as well. You've never experienced that before, but Laura Green with questions for you too, Devin.
I don't know who I would talk to in the locker room before the game if Devin wasn't in there. And Jerry, Stackett, and Devin are my go-to guys. But Devin, I noticed you really talking to JJ in the locker room before the game, giving him tendencies of Mo Williams. What is your assessment of how he's done so far?
Well, I thought he started off the game really well, but Mo started to hit his jump shots and got a little bit confident in the second quarter. And like I said, all the guys that were guarding him kind of gave him a little bit too much space and allowed him to get that jump shot off a little bit too easy.
The playing time that he has gotten as Williams is now up to 30 points. The playing time that he's got because of your injury. How have you evaluated the way he's played when he's been out on the floor, either coming off the bench last week or now starting the last two?
Well, like you said, I think Laura said it earlier. When he starts, I think he has a little bit more confidence rather than coming off the bench. He plays a little bit more freely. You're seeing it tonight. He's playing with a lot more confidence. He's driving to the basket. He's taking jump shots when they're there, and he's playing well.
Just got his 7th assist as Eddie Jones scored. And by the way, one thing to note about Mo Williams is at 30 is dirt fouls. Charlie Villanueva, the 28 he had in the first half, not the most points allowed by the Mavericks to an opponent, to an individual opponent in one half. That record belongs to the Iceman, George Gervin. He scored 35.5 against Dallas. And I'm going to guess. I'm just going to guess, Devin, do you think BD was on him a lot?
I think so.
Yeah. Probably hurt that game.
I don't know about that, Brad.
If I wasn't hurt, he would have had 40 in the first half.
The record for a game against Dallas, of course, is Kobe's 62, and the 35.5 is the record, again, held by George Gervin. That's Villanueva at the free throw line. He's got 8. Again, Williams leads away with 30. How difficult has the rehab aspects of this injury been for you? Because this is a little rare, a bone bruise on the ankle.
It is. It's been a little weird. Obviously I haven't been able to get on the court. Pretty much I'm stuck with underwater, treadmill stuff and icing, and that's pretty much about it. So it's really tough to, not be able to get on the court and watch these guys run up and down and not be able to help.
Well, we were talking, is it sore when you're just walking straight ahead, or is it sore when you're going side to side a little bit that you've tested it?
Yeah, it's more, that running sensation with the heel toe. When you come down on that heel, that's when you feel it the most, and then jumping up and down, obviously, when you land and putting that pressure on your ankles. But walking is just fine. I got out of the boot, and I think that took a lot of the soreness away.
I think that there was a concern whenever it happened that someone thought that you had gotten caught up with somebody in the crowd or one of the cameramen along the baseline and had thrown it. But it was just an impact. It was not because of the people along the baseline.
No, it was actually when I came down in the layup. I kind of came down kind of awkwardly and jammed that bone right on the ankle.
And you had been playing with an ankle tender anyway because of what happened when you stepped on, I think it was Kobe's foot.
Yeah, it was a little weak. But no, I don't think it was the same injury.
Andrew Bogut misses. Then Pierre has just gone to the free throw line. Dirk Nowitzki just got his 8th rebound. He might finally get that triple-double.
Yeah,
Nice fellas. He's got
tonight.
7 assists, 8 rebounds, 17 points as we play here early in the third quarter.
Oh, shoot it.
I think he will. Eddie Jones. And that's out of bounds as Dallas keeps the ball with 7:59 left in the third quarter. All right, what's been your evaluation of Dirk's season so far this year?
Well, I thought early on, he's really focusing on trying to get others involved. Really didn't take as many shots as I thought he needed to. But, in the second little quarter of the first half, he's really been aggressive. Obviously, he's shooting the ball a little bit better than he did the first quarter part of the first half of the season. But, he's really playing well, I think.
That's a bad miss by Charlie Bell. We've seen several of those tonight, Brad.
He has just struggled all season long with his shot after shooting the ball well for a couple of years.
He is 0 for 6 from the floor tonight. Bell is the guy who shot 44% last year, only shooting 35% this year as Howard misses and Bogut gets it back.
Devin, I know you're working hard. You're staying back from this last road trip to rehab the injury, but how difficult is it to kind of stay in the loop? And so much camaraderie is built on the road. How do you stay in the loop with your teammates?
Well, I try to text the guys. I mean, I talk to Dirk a lot and Josh, and try to just text them and see what's going on the road, what I'm missing out on. And coach make sure he calls when I'm going. I talk to Joe, assistant coach Joe Prunty, a little bit just to make sure I stay on the loop. I mean, I feel a little bit left out being the only one here.
Are you texting advice? Because I assume you're watching the games.
Yeah, well, not really. I mean, these guys know what they need to do on the court. The younger guys, I might, text a thing or two, but Dirk is pretty much what's going on off the court.
Here's Howard for three. 63-55. Dallas has the lead. Howard misses the three. It's a long two for Ivy. I know that Avery talked about it before the game and talked about it some after the game on Monday night. You watched the game in Orlando. Considering what happened in Detroit the other day, it's a late whistle comes here on Dampier and the foul. After what happened in Detroit, that was a heck of a performance and a pretty emotional win. It looked like it in Orlando on Monday night. How did it look from your viewpoint?
I think the guys really, honed in on it. I mean, they corrected the mistakes that we made in Detroit. I think offensively we came out strong. That first quarter, I think we had 31 points. And anytime we had that amount of points in the first quarter, I think we're going to have a good outing.
Here's that play right there. Charlie Villanueva tried to flush that down. Vamp almost got over, got the block, got him a little bit on the arm. Makes him earn it at the free throw line.
Where Villanueva has hit this year at a clip of nearly 75%. He's got 10 points as he hits both, and Dallas's lead is down to 6. Dirk. The Mavericks have not been hitting their shots here. At the clip they had in the first half, things have kind of been a little bit of a lull for them here in the third quarter, although with Jet back in the game, that's due to change. And speaking of that game on Monday, what an aggressive, confident performance he had, Devin.
Yeah, I think, there's been a couple of games where he's really hesitant with his shot, and, we really need him to be aggressive. And I thought, I know Coach, gave him a little pep talk saying he needs to shoot the ball whether he's covered or not, and that's true. We're a much better team when he's aggressive to score.
And the lineup with you guys on the floor together, Coach has said he doesn't want to play it quite as much this year, but there's still, in the spurts that he has played in the times that you guys have been on the floor, that still seems to have a great deal of effectiveness.
Well, I mean, we got the best of both worlds. I mean, we got guys who space the floor, and then with me attacking, I mean, that's really what we're looking for. I mean, defensively, we're a little short, but we get the job done.
Well, you can stick around for a little while longer. You won't get any trouble, will you?
No, I don't think so.
All right, we're gonna have more of your foray into broadcasting. Maybe you can work the telestrator in a minute. We'll take a break. Dallas up by 2.
Why did we give the new C-Class almost 260 foot-pounds of torque? Why did we engineer suspension that automatically tightens for aggressive driving? Why did we equip it with Bluetooth, Sirius satellite radio, and a digital surround sound system? And why did we engineer every component to perform at Autobahn speeds? Why? Because we promised you a Mercedes-Benz. That's why.
Introducing the all-new 2008 C-Class, starting at $32,425.
Why do I serve breakfast all day? I do it for firefighters working around the clock, the ER doctors and nurses, the hard-working guys on the graveyard shift, the 24-hour emergency key guy. And of course, I do it for the college students who have never made it to a 9 a.m. class in their lives. You are the reason I serve a warm, delicious breakfast whenever you want.
Ford F-Series are the strongest trucks in Texas. More towing, more payload capacity, and now the 31-year bestseller. Reasons to take a look at F-150. Here's another, the F-150 Texas Edition. An eye-catching chrome package with 18-inch wheels, chrome grille, running boards, exhaust tip, and more. Drive a Texas Edition Super Crew today with $6,100 total cash back. Take a look at your Texas Ford dealer. Ford is the best in Texas. You're watching FSN Southwest, your home for Mavericks basketball.
5:22 remaining in the third quarter. Mavericks lead Milwaukee 63-61. Thanks for joining us in Mavericks basketball on FSN Southwest. Mark Bolivo, Brad Davis, Laura Green, Devin Harris joining us as a special guest. We were talking with Devin earlier about how well Dirk Nowitzki's been playing this year. And in our Geico quote of the game tonight from Avery Johnson, Avery also has recently shared his thoughts on Dirk's performance this season, saying it's his best year as a pro. We don't always look at statistics. He's a better passer, a better post-up player, and Devin, a better leader.
Oh, I definitely agree with that. I mean, statistics are a little overrated, but he's definitely, he's taking a more conscious effort of getting in the post and passing out the double teams and getting easy shots for other guys.
The leadership thing, I think, is pretty interesting, especially in light of, everyone's had some fun talking. At least those have been willing to say what they said about the halftime pep talk at the Laker game last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he was fired up. It's a team that we may see in the playoffs, and he really wanted to get that game to really send a message.
Josh Howard out of the timeout, connects on the shot. And by the way, just so everybody knows, about statistics, he is averaging a 10th best in the league, 22.3 points a game. He's also averaging nearly 9 rebounds, a career best 4 assists. He's shooting 47.5% from the floor, too. The only real blip is three-point shooting down around 30% after being at nearly 42% last year, as Bogut scores the basket. Hey, look at this. Mo Ager getting some run here, Devin.
Yeah, Mo getting in the game. Thought he should have really put up for the jump shot right there. A little tough call, but definitely hopefully get some action in and really, show what he can do out there.
It is the 11th appearance of the season for Maurice Ager, by the way.
Devin, you're talking about Dirk and his leadership. Has your relationship with him changed, not just because you're a co-captain with him, but also with the fact that you are the point guard of this team?
Yeah, I mean, we spend a little bit more time off the court. We talk about the game a little bit often. We spend some time, really talking about the game and me understanding what he wants out there. Obviously, and he respects my judgment out there and what we need to get done.
Backdoor cut there by Desmond Mason. He just tied up the game. There's Ager taking a three-pointer that he misses. Mo has not made a three-pointer in his 11 appearances this year.
A little excited, though. You know what? He wants to play well.
Sure.
Sometimes when you press like that, you miss a couple shots like that, or you make a charge like that, and it's tough on a kid that hasn't played for a while.
Do you remember many of those feelings from your first or second year in the league, Devin?
Oh, I definitely remember those feelings. I mean, you want to go out there and score 100 points as soon as you get out there. It's a little tough. But hopefully he can get the butterflies out the next couple plays and get some good shots up.
Have you felt completely comfortable in the role and the things that you've been asked to do this year?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little tough at first, really trying to find out, what I'm expected to do. But the more I got a little chance to work at it and play, the more comfortable I got.
We've got 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. By the way, Dirk just got his 8th assist, fellas.
I think he's going to get it tonight.
He's tied his career high. Also 8 rebounds and 17 points tonight for Dirk as well. As Mo Williams misses one. Remember, he's at 32 points. Brad's finally going to have to pay up, Devin. You know about the bet, right?
I don't know about the bet.
Oh, okay. Well, Brad, you could probably explain this. That you and Dirk have a bet regarding triple-doubles.
Every year. No, it's just assists. It's not even a triple-double.
Oh, it's just all he has
double-digit assists. We've done it for the last 9 years. $100 if he gets a double-digit assist. So I've got a $900 credit I'm working with. So
I didn't know. You didn't tell me there was house money involved here. I didn't know that there was stored credit.
The loser pays at the end of every year, and Dirk with all his stuff like that never pays. So I've got the credit going for me.
There's a timeout on the floor. 67 all is the score with 2:51 left in the third quarter. All right, Devin, nice pass there by Dirk to Josh Howard. Nice assist.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Got him in the middle. Got an easy shot in the lane.
Ford F-Series are the strongest trucks in Texas. More towing, more payload capacity. And now the 31-year bestseller. Reasons to take a look at F-150. Here's another, the F-150 Texas Edition. An eye-catching chrome package with 18-inch wheels, chrome grille, running boards, exhaust tip, and more. Drive a Texas Edition Super Crew today with $6,100 total cash back. Take a look at your Texas Ford dealer. Ford is the best in Texas.
Nobody likes getting their credit checked. At Aaron's, we never check your credit. You're pre-approved. Come check us out. Aaron's has the best brand new name brand furniture, electronics, appliances, and computers at the guaranteed lowest prices. And our 12, 18, or 24-month lease options will give you a new lease on life.
New lease on life? I sure could use one of those.
Well, then you're in the right place because nobody beats Aaron's.
We do stock and antique tractor pulls, and we travel all over the state, basically every weekend.
Hey, Mike, let's hook up your Tundra.
You're afraid these little tractors are going out for a year?
I always wondered what it'd be like to use a Tundra and a tractor pull. I've driven a lot of different trucks. Most half-ton trucks can't pull a load like this. If my dealer knew what I towed with this truck, he'd probably void my warranty.
Tundra, the truck that's changing it all.
Grizzlies, Mavericks, Friday at 7 on FSN Southwest.
Well, credit to Milwaukee. They've come back to tie the game here in the third quarter. Actually went in front at one point by 2 points. It's now all square at 67 with 2:51 left in the third quarter. Devin Harris is joining us as a special guest here in the third quarter. He's going to diagram for us on progressive above the rim.
Let's see, we get the ball to Dirk in the middle in these isolation situations. And he gets so much attention right here. We got two guys on the weak side right here. We got to have somebody cut through to give him space. It happens to be Josh Howard right here. He cuts through the lane and gets an easy bucket right in the middle.
There's Howard on the cut.
Money in the bank right there. Great offense.
And Josh Howard.
Nice job on the illustrator.
You could get Brad a lesson or two, as a matter of fact, now.
I always wondered what that machine was that was sitting over there.
That's 13 points, by the way, for Josh Howard. I would bet the film study sessions of you guys are probably you watch plays a little bit more intense than just our little telescope.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Those film sessions, I understand, can be pretty informative, but sometimes Avery's got a point he's got to get across too, doesn't he?
Yes, he definitely gets a point across. After all that screaming, sometimes you got to kind of float around to see what he means, but all means well.
We talk about how players mature as they are in the league more, and you've been with Avery under him as he's been the head coach the whole time. How have you seen him change as a coach?
Well, going through, early on, obviously he made mistakes as a coach, but he's the kind of coach that admits to it. And we see something out there. He's definitely going to roll with what we see out there. I don't think a lot of coaches are like that. He's just fresh out of the game. Tough behind the back move by Bass.
And Bogut got the steal and fed Desmond Mason, who ties things back up at 69-69 with 1:50 left in a third quarter. That's been a nice little find by you guys this year, Brandon Bass.
Oh, definitely. We needed one of those low post presence. We happened to just stem away from New Orleans, and he's been a great addition to our team.
Dirk over Royale Ivy, closing in on 20 points. He's one shy of that. And remember, 8 boards and 8 assists. He's 6 out of 10 from the floor. Gary.
Yeah, good call.
James Capers on the call. You had him beat by a full second.
Oh, yeah, sometimes the refs need a little help.
Sometimes. Here's a good look at this. Look at Devin George over here, right here, playing Mo Williams right here. He's going to overplay him, not let him get the ball. Does a real nice job. Mo Williams actually pushes off on him, trying to get open. But Dallas is doing a real nice job. Little switch there by Brandon Bass. Bogut, they'll get that shot from that 17, 18 foot. And Brandon Bass was able to run down the rebound.
15 left in the third quarter. And a real improvement here, Devin, as Dirk misses. A real improvement defensively against Mo Williams. He only has 4 in the quarter.
Well, they're denying the ball. They're not letting him catch it. He's spending a little bit off the ball right now. Trying to deny him. We're trapping him on the screen and rolls. We're kind of paying attention. We're getting into a space. I think we let him run around a little bit too easy in the first half.
Right, look at that defense there by Devin George. Slapped the ball away. He did finally get it back. But he had to make a tough shot.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. But it was definitely good defense. Sometimes good players will make tough shots.
Down to 40 seconds left in the third. Williams is at 34 after that basket. They're going to jump stop in the lane and leaves that one short. And Milwaukee has a chance to break the tie. They just got Gadzarich into the game here. All right, so we only got you for a few more seconds here. So just to reiterate, in case somebody's tuned in late, what we talked about with you at the beginning of the quarter is Villanueva misses, but Gadzarich gets it back. Timetable for your return?
Hopefully, a little bit after All-Star break. That's what we're going for. It's going to keep trying to work it, and hopefully it gets better sooner.
And you're completely out of the walking boot, right?
Completely out of the walking boot.
When do you think you get to do basketball-related activity?
Well, hopefully we'll try to get it in sometime this weekend.
Very good. Are you you're going to get a copy of this in case you're looking at a broadcasting career one day? It's your maiden voyage into broadcasting.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see if I got a future in it.
Well, you got a future on the floor for a heck of a lot longer.
Yeah, we'd rather see him out there than back here with us.
Come by anytime.
Okay, thanks for having me, guys.
Nice job,
DH.
Devin Harris joining us here in the third quarter, and
we're going to take another look at this last second shot. Don't know if he got it off in time. I think it was Charlie Villanueva. Ran down this rebound, stuck it back in. Looked like it was looked like it was still in his hands.
Yeah.
When the light went on.
Well, it's the difference between a tie game and Milwaukee going in front. We can see another angle here.
Yeah, this is going to be a better view. Yeah, I think that ball was still in his hands.
71-71. That is the score as we go to the fourth quarter. And once again, great job, Devin. Glad you came by, and we really appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate it, guys.
Okay. Devin Harris, our guest here for the third quarter. It's all tied as we go to the fourth on FSN Southwest.
Less spare tire, more spare change. Quiznos 2 new flatbread Sammys. Smaller toasted sandwiches, $2 and only 200 calories. Quiznos.
It's the women's version of the Lone Star Showdown, presented by State Farm. The Lady Longhorns travel to College Station to face their arch rival Texas A&M as both teams fight for position in the Big 12. Saturday morning at 11 on FSN Southwest. You're watching FSN Southwest, your home for Mavericks basketball.
Fly Southwest Airlines one-stop or connecting service from convenient Dallas Love Field to Los Angeles or San Diego for just $99 to $109 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
We start the fourth quarter. It's all tied up. Bucks have the ball with Mo Williams lobbing it, and Mason couldn't gather it in. The lineup for Dallas: Terry, Howard, Devin Jordan, Brandon Bass, and Dirk as we start the fourth quarter. And again, nice to have the presence of Devin Harris with us for the whole third quarter. Chit chat with him. Meanwhile, there was a pretty good game that continued to grow in that third quarter, Brad. And coming up on tonight's Dodge Texas Truck Stop, Devin George talks about the best present he's ever received.
Yeah, Milwaukee's still scrapping out there. I mean, they've gotten down by 8 or 9 a couple times in this ball game, but have managed to pull themselves back into this game, actually get ahead on that Mo Williams jump shot.
73-71. Mo Williams had 36 points. 28 of those came in the first half. Howard, baseline. On the reverse. Put it on that highlight reel.
Boy, and he did a nice job. Took the bump from Mason that time with the body and was able to come up and under and finish the play.
A foul called and an opportunity for Dallas to take the lead 55 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, watch this rip-through move right here. Goes right by Gadzarich, up and under as he takes the contact from Mason.
Desmond Mason's second foul. First team foul on Milwaukee, and for the lead, Josh Howard. Going after it, but knocks it out of bounds. He almost got it back. We've made so much this year of Howard getting off to quick starts and then not scoring as much in the second half that it is worth pointing out that tonight Howard has 10 of his 15 points after halftime here in the second half. Gadget fumbled it, but still able to control it and score, and Milwaukee goes back in front.
Looked like he shuffled his feet a little bit under there, but they may have said he was bobbling the ball.
Jason Terry ties the game at 75. Milwaukee has battled back, you're right, Brad, on several occasions, but when they've managed to get the lead from Dallas, they've never gotten any separation. Every time they've gotten in front, the Mavericks have come right back to tie it or take the lead. They've never let Milwaukee have a long stretch of time in front, building up the lead.
Yeah, and I think offensively with Mo Williams, Milwaukee's playing well in this ball game, but you talked about it defensively, not a very good ball club, and they played strictly zone throughout most of this game.
Villanueva just gave Milwaukee the lead back. He's got 14 tonight. Mavericks moved the ball well. A three-pointer, Jason Terry, bullseye. There's 9 and now 10 assists for Dirk Nowitzki, the first time in his career.
And he's only 1 rebound away from a triple-double.
About that, it'll be his first one. He's had 15 double-doubles this season. Has never had a triple-double in his career. Terry up to Devin George. Nice job to elude the defender, and the Mavericks now lead it by 3.
Yeah, did a nice job. Little pump fake. Got Charlie Bell to fly by and laid it in with the left hand.
And a timeout is taken here by Milwaukee. 9:22 remaining. The Mavericks have outscored Milwaukee 9-6 so far in the fourth. And with 9:22 to go, Larry Krystkowiak wants to talk it over. Dallas has pushed the lead to 80-77. Here's how Dirk gets his 10th assist of the game, finding Jason Terry for the 3. 1 rebound away from a triple-double for Dirk.
No other truck out there has a 24,500-pound towing capacity, can handle 6,120 pounds of payload, or has a fully integrated tow command system, power scope side mirrors, and a tailgate step. The built Ford Tough Super Duty. Right now, you can get a 2008 Ford Super Duty with up to $5,500 total cash savings. That's $5,500 cash. Ford is the best in Texas.
FSN proudly salutes Black History Month.
I'm a CSI fan, and in LA, my girlfriend arranged for me to have lunch with CSI New York. Had lunch with the cast and sat in there and took pictures and saw how everything works and watched them film and just did the whole thing. Sat in the director's chair, rolled the cameras, did the whole thing. So we were there all day. So that was one of the best birthday presents.
That's tonight's Dodge Texas Truck Stop feature, brought to you by Dodge, your Texas truck stop. Dallas the 80-77 lead. By the way, George, after playing 25 minutes against Orlando on Monday night, has played almost 14 minutes in this game tonight. 2 points off the bench.
Mark and Brad, Eric Dampier is out. He has a right ankle sprain.
Well, so the Mavericks will be more shorthanded down the stretch as a foul is coming here that will put Desmond Mason on the line. With 9:08 to go, the call is on Brandon Bass. That's his second. So right ankle sprain for Eric Dampier, Brad.
Yeah, I thought I saw him limping a little bit on in the end of the third quarter right there, but it looked like he was running up and down okay after that, but must have tweaked it somewhere along the line in that third quarter.
We've got Devin Harris, of course, out and won't be back until after the All-Star break, he told us, when he joined us for the third quarter tonight. Jerry Stackhouse, though, is probably back on Friday night when the Mavericks host Memphis.
Yeah, he'll get a good practice in tomorrow and be ready to go probably on Friday if everything goes well in that practice tomorrow.
Mason missed, and Bass gets the rebound. Gadza Reach made a swipe at it, but Bass comes away with it. 1 out of 2 for Mason at the line. Makes it a 2-point game. Dirk. Deflection. Bastian got it. In a crowd. He gets a roll. How about that?
What a finish. He went up through Gadzarich and Bogut and was able to finish that thing off the glass.
Bogut against Bass. Bell. Mason over Terry to beat the shot clock. Gadzarich will get this back to Milwaukee. Mavericks on rebound in Milwaukee 35-31, but the offensive rebound gets in the basket because Charlie Bell goes to the hole and gets the left hand finish.
Yeah, and if you're playing Charlie Bell right now, I think you want to back off maybe a step or two because he doesn't want to shoot the ball from the outside. He wants to put it on the floor and drive it.
That's his first basket tonight. He missed his first 6 shots. Under 8 to play. Dirk spins, fakes, and will go to the line for 2. 7:48 remaining. What a night for Nowitzki. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists. 1 board away with 7:48 to go. Now Nowitzki, I'm surprised, I got to say, Brad, that he got his 11th assist on Brandon's finish a moment ago because Brandon had a bobble in there, but he does get the assist.
Yeah, he made the look down low right here. He found Brandon right there. Even though he fumbled it, but look at this finish over 2 of those guys. Gets a soft bounce off the rim.
1 of 2 at the line for Dirk. Bogut has a double-double. That's his 22nd of the season. He's got his 10th rebound to go with 13 points. Mo Williams. Leads to Troy Howard there for the rebound. Williams has 36, but only 8 since halftime. Dirk lost it twice in the corner, but recovered it. And now will post up. Hands it to Terry. Bullseye.
Nice little play there. It felt like he was cut middle and then came back over the top of Dirk. Dirk gave him a little shovel pass for the jumper.
Well, Avery, before Monday night's game in Orlando, promised a more aggressive Jason Terry, who he guaranteed would shoot the ball when shots were available. And it worked very well for Dallas Monday, and it is tonight. Terry 7 of 12 tonight, 17 points.
Yeah, looking like the old Jet out there.
Logan misses. The triple-double for Dirk Nowitzki, his first one.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. The rebound was going to be the easy one for Dirk.
For the Mavericks, their first triple-double since Antoine Walker against the Philadelphia 76ers on July 14th, 2004. Now Dirk gets another one. And he scores! Milwaukee will take another timeout. The triple-double is in the books for Dirk, and the Mavericks have a 7-point lead as Milwaukee takes a 20, BD.
Yeah, and Dallas, nice job of hustling that time off the miss by Devin George. Josh Howard was able to save it back in. Dirk caught it with about 4 seconds left on the shot clock and knocked it down.
The rebound to get the triple-double.
Here it was right there. Bogut miss. There's a save by Josh Howard. Dirk does a good job of getting to the open spot. Knocks down the jumper.
And the crowd, by the way, was very much aware of what was going on because there was visible and audible reaction when Dirk got the rebound. Most everyone in here knew what was up.
Yeah, it didn't have that same sound as a regular rebound, did it?
Great night for Dirk. As you saw a moment ago, 729th career game for his first triple-double. You knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, especially the way he's been passing the ball this year. He's had a couple big games passing the ball.
All right, so out of the 20, Andrew Bogut scores. Now, Milwaukee's been in this position several times tonight. Dallas has never been able to pull away from them. They've had the lead up around 9, and there it was at 7. But out of the timeout, Milwaukee gets a basket.
Yeah, they do. You just wonder how much they've got left in the tank. They played last night. They're shorthanded. Mo Williams has already played 40-plus minutes in this ballgame.
Jason Terry over Villanueva, and Bogut rebounds. Brad did note Milwaukee's game last night in Memphis. They did win it 102-97. Foul. Second in the quarter on Dallas. The ball on Jason Terry for his second. We've got 5.5 minutes remaining. An official full timeout. Dirk Nowitzki a triple-double tonight. Dallas up 5.
High gas prices stopping you in your tracks? Fly, don't drive. With Southwest Airlines, you can fly from Dallas Love Field to all of these cities for just $49 one way. Purchased by February 21st.
You are now free to move about the country.
Get behind the wheel of a better deal at Big Tex Ford. Big Tex Ford.
Hi, Hillary here for Big Tex Ford, one of the newest Ford dealerships in the heart of the Metroplex at I-20 in Camp Wisdom, where Big Tex says you can take home a brand new Ford F-150 for just $189 a month. That's right, just $189 a month, plus no payments for 6 months. And Big Tex says purchase by this weekend and we'll pay for your gasoline in 2008. Why? Because Big Tex says that's the Big Tex way.
Welcome to Progressive.com. Did you find your policy okay?
I did. Saved over $350.
We have a savings of $350. A savings of $350. You know, that comes with concierge claim service, local response claim service, and 24/7 live support, all at no extra charge.
Wow.
Wow, I know. I say it louder. Have a great day.
Lots of extra features that don't cost you extra. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Grizzlies, Mavericks, Friday at 7 on FSN Southwest.
The Mavs on FSN Southwest are brought to you by Southwest Airlines, by your Texas Ford dealers, by Bacardi. If you're going to drink, be responsible, by Progressive Insurance, and by Lombardo Custom Apparel. Returning home, Dallas at American Airlines Center tonight, hosting the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got 5.5 minutes remaining, and Dallas up 87-82, Brad.
Yeah, and you can see what Milwaukee wants to do down the stretch here, much like they've done the whole game. Put the ball in Mo Williams' hands, run some screen and rolls with them. Let's see if Dallas really jumps him or aggressively traps him, try to get the ball out of his hands.
Lauren noted earlier that Eric Dampier is out for the remainder of tonight's game with a right ankle sprain. So you've got Sagana Jop on the floor here. Jop did not play coach's decision Monday in Orlando, only played 17 minutes in the 3 games before that. He has played 5 minutes tonight. The Mavericks will need him down the stretch, and he gets a block, but Bogut follows it home.
Nice play by Sagana, getting to that shot. It looked like Charlie Bell was going to have another layup. Sagana was able to block it, but Bogut was there for the stick back.
From Dirk. Dirk had a chance at another assist, and if you just tuned in the last couple of minutes, he has his first triple-double tonight with 22 points, 10 rebounds, 12 assists for Dirk tonight. That equals the most by a Maverick in a game this year. Devin Harris had 12 assists in Dallas's victory against the Utah Jazz here in December. That was his career high that night, by the way. Josh Howard at 16 points with 5:01 remaining. He was fouled by Charlie Bell, and it's Bell's 4th. It's the 3rd team foul on Milwaukee this quarter. Howard got them both to extend the lead. Back to 5.
Dallas is going to fall back into that 2-3 zone against the Bucks this time.
Knocked out of bounds by Dallas. Milwaukee's got 84 points on the board with just under 5 to go. They averaged 94 a game this year, tied for 26th in the league. A Villanueva outside the bell for three. And again, there, as you pointed out earlier, that's what you want to happen. But then Villanueva managed to tip it to Bogut for a dunk.
Yeah, and it's the second time after the block by Sagan on the last possession. They got another possession here for a score.
Dirk. Bogut rebounds. Bogut is the high rebounder between both teams tonight with 13. Dirk and Dan each have 10 to lead Dallas. Mo Williams. Nope. He's got a shot there for the board with 4:10 to go.
And you just wonder if Mo Williams is getting a little bit tired. Last couple shots he's taken have come up a little bit short.
Nowitzki looking for Chop, throws it away. Dallas turns it over. They haven't done much of that tonight. Just the 9th of the game. Talking about Mo Williams, by the way, Brad, he's just 4 of 9 in the second half for 8 points. After scoring 28 in the first half, when he went 10 of 16, including 3 of 3 on threes, and banked in about a 35-foot buzzer beater at the end of the first half. Out of the corner, there's Williams. Airballed that three, but again an offensive rebound for the Bucks. Villanueva will go to the line with 3:46 remaining.
Yeah, that's the only way Milwaukee scored in their last 3 possessions. Has been on second chance opportunities.
Villanueva with 14 points tonight. 3:46 left. He can make this a 1-point game. J.J. Barea to go in. Devin George subbed out. Villanueva making just his second start of the year tonight as Jen Len has been the starter at that position all year, but a shoulder injury that Jen Len suffered against Houston over the weekend. There's has kept him out of the last 2 games. His first games that he's missed this year, he started every game.
Yeah, and with his numbers going down just a little bit, you wonder if he's hit that wall. He's played a lot of basketball between international and everything else. He's played year-round.
Talking with some Milwaukee folks before the game, they said he has definitely ran smack dab into the wall.
Yeah, and he's not going to get a break this summer with the Beijing Olympics. He's going to be playing continually through the summer again.
Dirk missed, and so we've got 3:10 to go, and the Bucks have the ball and an opportunity to go back in front. Bogut doubled, cutting into the lane. Bell, Dallas scrapping after it. They get a turnover. They steal it away. Credit Barea with the steal, and Terry is fouled with 2:59 remaining. Big defense.
Yeah, it was. Good hands inside on Charlie Bell on that dive cut. Came up with the steal. JT does a good job of really pushing the ball.
Foul on Mo Williams, his second. 4th in the quarter on Milwaukee. 2:59 to go. It's a close one, but Jet will get free throws in a moment.
High gas prices stopping you in your tracks? Fly, don't drive. With Southwest Airlines, you can fly from Dallas Love Field to all of these cities for just $49 one way. Purchased by February 21st.
You are now free to move about the country.
On the court, the Dallas Mavericks give it their all. Off the court, we give to our community. Jerry Stackhouse went back to school to celebrate with a young student who won an essay contest. Dirk Nowitzki hosted a celebration for kids from the Salvation Army Community Center. Devin Harris shared his love of reading with students as a part of the Mavericks Reading Challenge. And through my coat and blanket drive, I help keep those in need warm for the winter. I'm Jason Terry of the Dallas Mavericks, the NBA where caring happens.
I rely on the Tundra like I rely on my horses. It's so powerful. It'll pull the horse trailer, pull the RV, and some of the other trucks that I've driven, you feel like you've been riding a bucking bronco. And the Tundra, I really feel the difference. When we ride jumpers, we make very tight turns. And it's very nice when you get in that truck and it can turn not quite as tight as a Grand Prix horse, but close. Your truck becomes your best friend. And the Tundra can do any job I ask it to do.
Tundra, the truck that's changing it all.
The Mavericks clinging to a 1-point lead, although they are going to get free throws from Jason Terry. It's 89-88. We've got 2:59 remaining. Dirk Nowitzki has a triple-double tonight. And as we look at the Southwest standings this year, triple-doubles. Jason Kidd has 11, and the Mavericks will see the New Jersey Nets on Sunday. LeBron James has 4. Deron Butler and Baron Davis each have 2. And 8 players have 1. But one of the 8 that we're concerned about, of course, Brad, is Dirk, who has his tonight.
Yeah, and it was great to see him get it tonight. We knew he was going to get close this year. We didn't know if he could do it, but tonight came out, especially against that zone defense. He's done a nice job of moving the ball to the open guy. They've been knocking down shots.
There's the line for the evening for Dirk. It's the first triple-double for the Mavericks in over 4 years. Hard to believe. Antoine Walker had the last one.
And I'm going to say that's not going to be the last triple-double of Dirk Nowitzki's career. I think you're going to see a few more before he's done playing.
Jason Terry at the line. He has extended the Maverick lead to 2, an opportunity to put him up by 3.
Oh, get out!
Got the roll. This has not been a great free throw shooting night for Dallas. 17 out of 23. That's 74%. They are the league's best team at the line this year at 82%. Bo Williams against Terry. Bogut operates down low. He's doubled. From the corner for the tie. 3-pointer. Charlie Bell.
Yeah, you sound surprised.
Since he's 2 for 10.
Yeah, and he hasn't been close on any of these 3-point attempts.
The Mavs have gone 4 minutes without making a basket. On the floor, Howard trying to get a timeout, and he got it. And the Mavs will take a 20-second timeout, and are they going to make it a full? They'll make it a full. Full timeout, 2:21 remaining. Dallas and Milwaukee tied at 91. Mavs have the ball when we return on FSN Southwest.
Without sweat, a tennis court is just green concrete. A half pipe, a bunch of plywood. A football field, just a nice lawn. And a blacktop is just a patch of hot asphalt. The game takes sweat, and nothing refuels your body to go longer and stronger. Better than Gatorade.
When you need a physician, Baylor is ready to help. We have experienced physicians on our medical staffs at Baylor hospitals throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area, all with one focus in mind, you. So no matter where you live or work, Baylor can help you find the right physician based on specialty, gender, or even language. Simply call 1-800-4-BAYLOR anytime, day or night.
2:21 remaining. Mavs and Bucks are tied at 91. Every Saturday at FSN Southwest and Academy Sports and Outdoors will bring you great shows featuring some of our region's best outdoors adventures and golf courses. Don't miss a minute of Academy Sports and Outdoors every Saturday morning at 8:30, only on FSN Southwest. All right, now the Mavericks lost the handle on the ball. Josh Howard had to go on the floor to get it, called timeout, and left the Mavs with 8 seconds on the shot clock here, Brad.
And a tough angle to throw in from that far corner right down there in front of the Milwaukee bench.
Got it into Terry. Driving on Bo Williams. Fading baseline, no bounce. The Dirk steers it. It's a big finish for the lead with 2:11 to go.
Boy, and what a nice tip by Dirk. It looked like Milwaukee had that rebound surrounded. Dirk reached in there and tapped at the basket.
93-91. Terry knocks it away from Mo Williams. Race to the ball. Williams on the floor. Now Bogut lost it. Dallas will get a breakaway dunk from Jason Terry. Timeout for Milwaukee. What a turn of events.
Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, it looked like Bogut, when he turned around, was going to be able to find somebody. Dallas was able to dive in there and knock it out of his hands, come up with the steal.
The Bucks take time with 1:48 remaining. Out of the last timeout, it was tied at 91. But first Bass and then Jason Terry giving Dallas the lead.
Boy, and it all came down to the defensive series that time. Almost came up with the steal on Mo Williams. He went to the floor, was able to get it to Bogut. Dallas came up with the steal right there.
All right, the Big Tex Ford key moment of tonight's game. Is there any doubt? Jason Terry misses. Bass will follow it home with the dunk here.
There's Dirk being able to tap it right there to Bass. Bass in great position, goes up strong through two guys. Here it is from a different angle. Goes up right through Bogut and Villanueva. Flushes it down. And then here's the steal right here. Mo Williams makes that pass, and they knock it away from Bogut. JT all alone down at the other end.
The Big Tex Ford key moment of the game. Back-to-back baskets for Dallas. And now Jason Terry is at 21 points. It's the 13th game this year where Jet has scored 20 or better. And the second in a row. All right, there's still a minute 48 here, Brad, and we've seen time and time again tonight that whenever the Mavericks open up some breathing room, Milwaukee's on an answer.
Yeah, they have. And the last couple times they punched it into Bogut in the low post and played off him. The one time he kicked it out to Charlie Bell for the three. The other time he finished with the left hand.
Bell, Mason, Bogut, Mo Williams, Villanueva. That's the lineup. Mason in the lane. Howard the rebound. Dallas lost by 2 to Milwaukee in late November. And they're in a dogfight with the Bucks here tonight. They lead by 4. Dirk to stretch it. He does!
Yeah, just a fake quick pick and roll right there. And Dirk just popped to the open spot, knocked down the jumper.
He has been the man tonight. 6 straight for Dallas. And they slam the door shut again. Bogut. They don't get the stop. Nowitzki adding a block on a night when he has his first career triple-double. And now we're in the final minute. Jet gets it to Dirk. Drives this time. And he scores again. Oh, yeah. What a final 2 minutes by Dallas.
Boy, it really has been. Defensively, they've just picked up the intensity. And offensively, they're executing well.
There is a foul with 43.5 to go. No free throws, though. Dallas had that to give, BD.
Yeah.
Devin George is called for the foul, and he's played a lot of minutes defensively, Brad, against Mo Williams here in the second half.
And that's not an easy cover for a guy that's been that hot in the first half. A point guard like Mo Williams, Devin George, that shows his versatility. Able to cover 2 or 3 positions.
Tokolo the other night, for example, in the game against Orlando.
Exactly right, yeah. And he can even go against some of the bigger power forwards. He can go in there and put his body on him. He's big enough.
That was a kick ball, so it's back to 14 on the shot clock with 39 seconds remaining. Bogut operating on the block. Gets Dirk scoring with a foul. 33.2 to go. Bogut with an opportunity and a 3-point play. Dirk picks up his second foul tonight. Here's Bogut, by the way, at 21 points and 13 boards. Keeps in mind overall pick for 2005.
If you're Dallas here, you got to make sure you block out. 55% free throw shooter.
3-point play completed. 2-possession game, and there is a foul here. And by rule, anytime you foul before the ball is thrown in bounds, it's automatically 2 free throws. Now, that was the 5th in the quarter anyway on Milwaukee, but say they had a foul to give, you commit the foul like that before the ball's thrown in bounds, that's by rule automatically a 2-shot foul.
Right, exactly right. But they're going to give them 1 shot under 2 minutes.
Oh, that's right. You have the away the play foul. That's exactly right. Off the ball foul.
Exactly.
So you do have the different rule inside of 2 minutes. Beg your pardon. Thank you. That's a nice assist. Good job. Thank you very much. Nowitzki at the line. 1 free throw, and Dallas has the ball. And that away from the play foul was instituted a few years ago. It prevents the hack-a-shack sort of tactics in the last 2 minutes when he doesn't have the ball, or a player who is a poor free throw shooter doesn't have the ball. There's a foul call with 30.4 remaining. And that's on Mason. And Dirk will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Bidding for 29 points. There's number 28. He also has 10 boards and, again, a career best 12 assists. George in for J.J. Barea. Dallas 30 seconds away from their 21st home win of the season, and they've got another home game coming up on Friday night when the Memphis Grizzlies come to town. A team that has already traded away Pau Gasol and Stromile Swift, both since last the Mavericks saw it. Mo Williams missed, charged after it, knocked it out of bounds, and 23 seconds remaining. I think Desmond Mason just got the signal from the bench. Krystkowiak wants him to take a foul here, Brad.
Yeah, they've got 1 20-second timeout left, but not much after that.
Mavs going to be able to run some clock here. .3 remaining. Sagana job to go in. Jason Terry is at the foul line. Back-to-back games. Very, very impressive by Terry. 20 on Monday and 22 tonight with one more free throw here.
Yeah, and another fine effort off the bench by JT. Just seems comfortable doing that. Now the applause for Nowitzki.
Jock went in for Dirk. 22nd timeout taken by Milwaukee. When he went to the bench, did you see the grin on Avery's face? How about that?
I tell you what, that's a big throw for Dirk. I mean, he underplays everything, but getting that many assists, getting double-digit assists is something for Dirk.
And not only was he getting assists, but when the Mavericks needed him to score the ball, he did just that, coming home.
Yeah, that's a play they love to run down the stretch, that little side screen and roll. Here he makes a nice defensive play on Bogut right there and gets a block. There's another side pick and roll right there, puts it on the floor, finishes.
Dirk had 2 baskets in an 8-0 run. It was 91-91, timeout with 2:21 to go. And coming out of the timeout, Bass a dunk. Mavs get a steal. Terry gets a breakaway dunk. Then back-to-back scores by Nowitzki.
Yeah, down the stretch in the final 2 minutes, Dallas really locked down Milwaukee with their defense.
Oh, Williams, nope, but Bogut tips it in. So Williams only ends up with 8 points after the half, and then he comes over and fouls Brandon Bass with 11.5 to play. Well, Larry Krystkowiak wanted them to take another foul with 11.5 seconds to go. And the Bucks are out of timeouts now, by the way. Bass will go to the line, and nice impact again for Bass tonight. Didn't have the scoring numbers, not quite, that he'd had on the road trip when he scored 3 straight double-digit games, but he's got a chance to end up with 8, and that dunk was huge.
Yeah, and plus 6 rebounds. Did a nice job on the boards.
Round of applause for Jason Terry, understandably so, with 23 tonight. Brandon Bass made them both. Ager just came in for Terry. Mo Williams, nope, airballed it. Rodriguez.
Yeah, he played a lot of minutes in this game tonight. He's up to 46 minutes. Hasn't had much rest. That's tough in the second of a back-to-back.
And so 4 seconds remain. And the Mavericks are about to win their 33rd game of the year, although first, now we've got double technicals. We've got an ejection, too. I think Villanueva just got tossed. I don't know what just happened here.
Yeah, they got into a little discussion going back down the court. Brandon Bass and Charlie Villanueva.
Well, this was certainly unexpected and out of nowhere. Well, it was going to be just double technicals initially as Villanueva heads off the floor.
Well, it was, and then they called a second technical foul on Charlie Villanueva.
Yeah. Devin George is going to get a free throw here. And we'll be able to see exactly why that second technical came in. Right there. James Capers is calling the technicals, and then, Villanueva throws the wristbanded pass. And that would be one.
That's one way to get out early.
4 seconds early. And now the Mavericks will run off the clock. Game over. And Dallas wins it. Dirk Nowitzki, triple doubles tonight. And the Mavericks bring it home 107-96.
Yeah, and you've got to give Milwaukee credit. They had 3 of their top guns out offensively, but they hung around until about the last 2 minutes, and then Dallas took over offensively and defensively especially.
Mavs head back to the locker room. Again, victorious for the 33rd time this year in the second straight game. And we'll be back to talk more about it in a moment.